Society tells you a dangerous lie. From the moment you are born, you are told to be yourself. You are told that authenticity is the highest virtue. You are told that if you show the world your true face, your fears, your desires, your anger, you will be accepted. You will be loved. This is a trap. This is a trap designed by the strong to keep the weak vulnerable. Niccolò Machiavelli warned us 5 centuries ago. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. If you walk through life with total transparency, you are walking through a battlefield without armor. You are exposing your throat to the wolves. The world does not reward the honest man who reveals his every weakness. It devours him. The world rewards the strategist, the one who controls the narrative. Today, we are going to learn the dark art of the mask. This is not about being fake. This is about being effective. This is about survival. Machiavelli taught that a prince must be a great simulator and dissimulator. He must know how to hide his true nature when necessary. We are going to explore the 5 faces you must learn to wear. These are tactical personas that protect your core and disarm your enemies. If you are tired of being misunderstood, punished for your honesty, and outmaneuvered by liars, listen closely. It is time to hide your heart. It is time to build the mask, because in the game of power, the one who shows his cards first is the one who loses everything. Law 1. The face of the fox. Machiavelli wrote his most famous line, "The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps and a lion to frighten wolves." Most men try to be the lion 24/7. They rely on brute force. They rely on aggression. They roar at every problem. They think that being alpha means being loud and direct. But the lion is easy to trick. The lion walks straight into the pit because he is too proud to look down. To survive, you must first learn to wear the face of the fox. The fox is adaptable. The fox does not have a single shape. He changes to fit the environment. If the room is religious, the fox appears pious. If the room is aggressive, the fox appears submissive to bide his time. This is the essence of adaptation. You must not be rigid in your identity. When you say, "This is just who I am," you are admitting that you are incapable of growth. You are admitting that you are a slave to your own personality. The Machiavellian man treats his personality like a wardrobe. He selects the trait that is needed for the specific occasion. If you are dealing with a narcissist, do not be yourself and fight him. Put on the mask of the admirer. Feed his ego. Watch him lower his guard. If you are dealing with a chaotic boss, do not be yourself and complain. Put on the mask of the stoic. Become the rock he clings to. You are giving them exactly what they need to see, so you can get exactly what you want. This is not deceit. This is diplomacy. The fox knows that truth is a weapon, and you do not hand your weapon to the enemy just because you want to be honest. Look at the most powerful people in history. They were never one thing. They were multifaceted. They were chameleons. They knew that to control the situation, they had to blend into it first. Stop trying to force the world to accept you. Instead, mirror the world until you control it. Wear the face that opens the door. Once you are inside, then you can show your teeth. But until then, be the fox, silent, observant, and constantly changing. Law 2. The mask of incompetence. This is the most counterintuitive law of all. We are taught to always show our strength, to always show how smart we are. We want to prove our intelligence. We correct people when they are wrong. We show off our skills. Machiavelli would call this a fatal error. When you appear too smart, you create envy. You make others feel insecure. And an insecure enemy is a dangerous enemy. Sometimes, the smartest move is to play the fool, to wear the mask of incompetence. This is what Machiavelli meant by playing the fox. If you act slightly less intelligent than you are, people relax around you. They stop seeing you as a threat. They lower their shields. They start to reveal things to you that they would never say to a rival. They boast. They confess. They reveal their plans. You become invisible to their radar because they do not respect you enough to fear you. And that is exactly where you want to be. There is a terrible power in being underestimated. While they are laughing at your mistakes, you are analyzing their weaknesses. While they are lecturing you, you are learning their strategy. You are gathering intelligence while they are gathering an audience. Never be in a hurry to look smart. Let them think they are the genius. Let them feel superior. The man who needs to look like the smartest person in the room is usually the most insecure. The man who is comfortable looking like a fool is the true master. He knows that the victory does not go to the one who shines the brightest. It goes to the one who survives the longest. Hide your talents. Keep your sharpest knives hidden under a cloak of simplicity. Only draw them when it is time to cut. Law 3. The Mask of Virtue. Machiavelli wrote, "A prince must appear all mercy, all faith, all integrity, all humanity, and all religion." Notice the word, appear. If you are truly honest in a world of liars, you will be destroyed. You will be taken advantage of. To survive, you must project the image of a saint while possessing the hands of a sinner. This is not evil. This is defense. You must learn to signal virtue. Nod when they speak of morals. Agree with the group's values. Wear the uniform of the tribe. But do not let these values bind your hands. If you need to be ruthless to protect yourself, do it. But do it while speaking of necessity and justice. The most dangerous men in history did not look like monsters. They looked like saviors. They smiled. They kissed babies. They wore the mask of virtue until the trap was shut. People judge by their eyes, not by their hands. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few feel what you are. Use this blindness. Be the good guy in public, so you can do what is necessary in private. If you walk around looking like a villain, wearing your darkness on your sleeve, you will be targeted. The perfect camouflage for a wolf is the skin of a sheep. Law 4. The Mask of the Friend. Never let your enemy know he is your enemy. This is the amateur's mistake. He gets angry. He declares war. He gives the enemy time to prepare. The Machiavellian approach is different. If you hate someone, if you plan to remove them, treat them with extreme kindness. Draw them close. Disarm them with a smile. This is the Trojan horse strategy. You cannot breach their walls with force. Then enter their gates as a gift. Become their confidant. Listen to their secrets. While they are drinking with you, they are handing you the knife to cut their throat. You are not being fake. You are being a hunter in camouflage. Julius Caesar was not stabbed by a stranger in a dark alley. He was stabbed in the Senate by Brutus, a man he hugged. Betrayal never comes from your enemies. It always comes from those you allow inside your perimeter. So, keep your perimeter guarded. Let everyone see the friendly mask. Let no one see the sword behind your back. There is a cold efficiency in this. Anger is a waste of energy. Hatred blurs your vision. A surgeon does not hate the tumor. He simply cuts it out. Treat your enemies with the cold detachment of a surgeon. Smile, shake hands, and when the moment is right, strike once, strike perfectly, and never look back. Law 5. The Mask of Indifference. The greatest weakness in negotiations, love, or war is desire. When people know exactly what you want, they know exactly how to hurt you. They can withhold it. They can dangle it in front of you to make you dance. To gain the upper hand, you must wear the mask of indifference. Even if your heart is pounding, even if you want the deal, the person, or the victory more than oxygen, your face must remain stone. You must radiate the absolute certainty that you can walk away at any moment, that you do not need this to survive. This is the ultimate power move in a world desperate for connection. Machiavelli knew that humans desire what is difficult to obtain. When you act like you don't care, their desire for you increases. They start working to win your favor. They try to crack your facade. It drives control freaks insane because they cannot hook you emotionally. Be the ghost they cannot grasp. Be the fog they cannot punch. Care deeply about your goals in private, but in public, let them think you are merely passing through. The man who needs nothing commands everything. Conclusion: the danger of the mask. These masks, the fox, the fool, the saint, the friend, and the stoic, are your armory. They are weapons designed for a deceptive world. But a final warning is necessary. Do not wear the mask so long that it becomes your face. Never forget who you are underneath the armor. You must have a private sanctuary where you can take the mask off. If you lie to everyone, eventually you will start lying to yourself. That is madness. The mask is a tool, not your identity. Use it to navigate the battlefield, but do not let it corrupt your soul. You will be called fake. You will be called cold. Let them talk. They are the sheep baying at the wolf in disguise. While they are busy being themselves and getting slaughtered by reality, you will be quietly winning the war. Stop being a victim of your own honesty. Start being a master of strategy. If you are ready to play the game, write this in the comments. I am the fox. Subscribe. The game has already begun. This is Virtulite. Follow virtue and knowledge.